We are live. We are about to go live.
Send me the link so that I can share with everyone.
And we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Canva Headstart session. Sarish, over to you.
Yes, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. This is your District Public Relations Manager for District 92 for the program year 2023 to 2024. And here we are experimenting with the first YouTube live session for Canva. As the session name says, Canva Headstart. So it is going to be straight from the head, right? So it is a very basic session on how to design, how to put elements, how to design a basic poster, and maybe put in some kind of branding elements to make sure that we are creative, yet we are 100% brand compliant. So to start with the session, let me introduce each one in the team here. We have our order of graphics lead, Donti Divya. Divya, you can say hi if your system hasn't crashed yet. Okay.
Hi all.
We have our Mr. Webmaster, Manu AK.
Hi everyone. Hope you're doing well and see you soon.
We also have our amazing creative team member from Order of Graphics, Deepak Jain.
Hello everyone, good evening and thanks for spending a good time with us here today.
And yes, of course, last but not the least, our videographer, a person who's always there to support us and is going to share his screen while we go ahead and design various posters on Canva. Please put your hands together for our videographer for the District 92 PR team, Distinguished Toastmaster Yaska Deva Bayari.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so that's how our session is going to be. Our moderator is our webmaster. He is going to read your chats and he is obviously going to moderate the entire chat and the Q&A. There will be few interesting polls. And speaking about polls, let's quickly sense the vibe. Just like we do a KYC for everything and every single thing, every single day, let's do a KYA, which is know your audience. So let's start with the polls. If you have any question, please shoot it in the chat and Manu will be monitoring it and he will share it with us. Okay, if you're clear with the rules, let's get started. Team, are you ready?
I'm just getting ready. Just give me a second.
Awesome.
So, everyone, so let's get starting. Yes, Manu, can you just type something in the YouTube chat, please? In the YouTube chat.
Manu is unable to add the polls, Yaska. So maybe we
Yes,
can.
yes, just chat something. Yep. Yeah, he's a moderator. Okay. Okay, let me add the chats.
Okay, in the meanwhile, I think you all are free to drop a hi to all of us. It's a Friday night. Of course, you are leaving all your parties of the long weekend and your travel if you're going for a trip just to attend this session. And those who've missed it, don't worry, we have the recording saved for you. Yes, so please feel free to drop a hi, a feedback, someone you really like in this team. Maybe you can just say that, yes, Deepak, for example, I really like your creative work. So yes, feel free to shower all the love on the session.
Where the poll up, Sarish?
Awesome. Yes. So please go ahead and please share the first poll. Can you read out the poll question, Yaska?
Yes, so we want to know, we have a lot of people coming in, we want to know you better. So you can be a design enthusiast, you are here to learn, or you are VPPR, area PRM or division PRM, not district PRM, she's with us, but other than that, any other PRT if you're part of, just hit the polls and we'll get to know all of you. I see Deepak Jain. Hi, I see Vineet Jain and someone called Mystic Mosaic. Wow, what an awesome name. Cool. Yep. We have got some votes. Somebody is here to learn. Okay, we have a lot of learners, Sarish here, and design enthusiasts. Yeah, we have somebody from PR team. Hi, Manvita. Hello. Awesome. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, we got 4 votes. Let the vote keep coming.
Mhm.
So, Sarish, what shall we teach our people today so that we can do a head start? Or let me ask someone else.
Yes.
Wait, Sarish has spoken a lot. Divya, you tell me, what shall we teach?
Let's start with something basic. I
Okay.
think what should help is like more about Canva, how to start off with an Instagram post. I think that should help our learners.
Awesome. Awesome. So now let me start off by sharing my screen. And we are going to do this session the way we do in PR team, right, Sarish? What?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Yes.
just a disclaimer before we get started, this session is not going to be a real session where we give you a keynote about design and things like that. It's going to be something where we got a requirement and this is how we design or we think. This might suit or might not suit you all as well, right? But please let us know via your feedback after this session or in the comment box. Okay, let's get started with the basics of what we do, and let's pick a very basic poster which we have designed or which Divya has designed, and let's design it from scratch. Yeah, let's get started. Yes, come.
Awesome. Awesome. Come on, pour in your pour messages. We will hear you. We are hearing you. We got 9 votes. We have 16 viewers right now, Sarish, online viewing us right now. So please keep it coming. We are looking at you. We are hearing you. Obviously, we can't hear you with your voices, but we can hear you through your chats. So please bump on the chats, bump on the reactions, and we will see how to take this forward. Okay, awesome. So what is the requirement, Divya, you got? Tell me.
Well, the requirement we are going to look here today is submit your testimonial.
Yes, awesome. So I hope all of you are following us on our Instagram. If you are not following us on Instagram, please open Instagram right away and search for D92 DM and follow it. And you will see a bunch of posts on testimonials from so many people across our districts. We crossed 90 days of continuously posting. Before we start, let me show you how does it look like on this. Yes. Is this the one? Okay.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the poster that we have designed to ask people for testimonials, right? So as you can see, let me just zoom it in a bit and show you. This is what it will look like. Now, how did we arrive at this? Is what we are going to see. Yes, Arish?
Yes. So Divya will tell you all because she's the person who actually came with the initial idea. Divya, can you just express a little on the design thought of this poster?
Sure, Sarish. Hi all. Initially, just before jumping into the testimonial design or something, this is something we use. The platform we use here is Canva. And what we usually use, the dimension here is the Instagram post. Yaska, if you could help me in scrolling and you can show the
Yes,
Instagram
correct.
post.
So that's the first thing that everyone has to learn. How to create a design. So as soon as you come on this main screen of canva.com, you'll see a lot of things around. Don't worry. You can just click on the top right to see create a design button. You will see a lot of things again. Now, most of us are designing either for Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp. The best size is 1080 pixel by 1080 pixel, which works everywhere, which is a square design.
Yes.
Yes.
So
that
that's what we'll
comes
choose
on
here.
the
So that's the
Instagram post square, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall I go ahead with this? Okay. Awesome.
Yes.
Now, as soon as I click this, I get this thing. Now I can click, and please, as soon as you create a design, I would say the first thing that you do is to give it a name, because you would have started something and then post that you have took a break, the browser got closed, and then you come back and you're not able to find that design. So please put a good name. So we are designing a testimonial poster. So let's put that the name. Done.
Yes.
Yes, Divya. What shall we
Okay,
do?
let's jump in back to our old link.
Awesome.
It's
Yes.
the same way. It's the same dimension. We have used it there. It's the Instagram post, you can see.
Correct. So you
So
can see, if you
initially
click on
what,
the resize, you will see. So this is a resize Instagram post. This is in pixels, that is 1080 pixel by 1080 pixel. Okay. Now, before I add any colors, Divya, I think we should ask the audience a question,
yes.
right? So now let me ask an audience a question. Okay, the previous votes we have, Tarish. We got 29% of people who are part of some PR team. We have 14% people who are design enthusiasts, and we have 57% people who are here to learn. So we have learners on the
Yes.
YouTube live today. Awesome. Yes. So now let me create a new poll.
Well, yeah. While Eska is posting the poll, let me tell you more things. We have so many other dimensions which we actually look in. And also when it comes to Instagram post or any action item we get, what I would suggest or what I have learned from my PR members or my mentors is just have a look like what first know what is the requirement and try building something around it. So if it's a testimonial or just say something very simple birthday poster, you start off with something, a cake. Usually you just have the poster has to be filled with something related to birthday so that whoever sees the poster at once knows that it's a birthday poster. So that's how we go ahead with the poster making design initially. So let's start. Hope you put the poll,
Yes,
Yaska.
we have 100% people who are telling that they know Toastmaster brand guidelines.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
you've done a great job here today. So awesome. Everyone here knows about the brand guidelines. So before I put in, I'm not going to change my screen. What is the color? When I mean color, because you all put that you know brand guidelines. What is the color used in the background? I need to know the exact color with the hex code. Come on, who can tell me that?
So pour in your comments in terms of the name of the color or the hex code.
Hex code.
Let's see who is the fastest in this.
Yes. Where are the fastest fingers first? Come on. In the meanwhile, let me ask the question here. All of you are designing things day in and day out. Okay, Deepak. Tell me.
Yes, Toastmaster.
How many colors?
So, well, I don't know the color names, but I do remember the hex code of background colors.
No,
So, one
you are
of
not
them.
giving the answer, Deepak. You are not giving the answer here. Let me here's the question. Let the people pour in the answers. Come on, people. You can comment the answers.
Come on.
No. Yeah, I'm asking a very tougher question. If you open the Toastmaster brand guideline, in total, how many colors are mentioned in the brand guideline?
Come on, it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm
not
asking
that.
people who's learned for Manu and Deepak. I'm asking you guys.
Okay, we have some comments in the chat box.
Yeah, Deepak Jain has put black, white, loyal blue, deep maroon, Seshadri. Okay. Deep maroon.
Deepak. Yeah.
So
Deepak
Deepak, tell me,
Jani
how many
says
colors are
color.
there
Yeah.
in the brand
5.
guideline? 5. Okay. Manu, you want to try?
There are 4 primary colors plus white and black.
Okay. My question was not that. And I'm repeating.
Okay, let's just tell them, Yaska. Otherwise, everybody will feel sleepy in this particular session.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. See, let me come back to my screen. Just answering your question. Yes, Manu, you are right. But there are 3 more colors mentioned for the gradients, right? The gray, the blue, and the maroon. So I'm counting that also. I asked what are the number of colors mentioned in the brand guideline. So that was my question. It's a trick question. Being a teacher, the trick questions comes into my head. Now, what we are doing here is, what I've done is, because I have a pro account, I have added a brand manual, brand kit, where I get to see all the colors that I can use. So you can see, these are the Toastmaster colors that are there, which I can see here. And if I just click on the background and click on the background color here, I get the palette that I have added. So as Manu said, the white and black are the general colors that are used. The deep maroon, royal blue, and the cool gray are the primary colors that we use. So the hex codes, as you see, for the cool gray, it is A9, B2, B1. Manu, if you can help me put those codes on the chat for people to remember. And we have 004165, that is the royal blue. We have 772432, that is the maroon color. So these are the 3 primary colors that has to be used in the posters as per Toastmasters brand guidelines. Okay. And on top of that, you can use an accent color. That is yellow, that is F2, DF74. Now, please note, accent colors should not be a background color. Believe me, when I started my BPPR, I got a poster from my previous BPPR, which was an yellow background, and it was so difficult to look at. So please use these colors, and yellow color can be added here and there on some elements on the text to accent some things. If you want to make something stand out, use yellow or white. Right? So Divya, which background color did we use?
Well, I use the blue gradient here.
Okay, let's not get into gradients. Let's keep it simple in the first session.
Yeah, we can go with blue color here.
We'll go with the blue color. So that's the first thing. Decide the color that you are going to use. Awesome. We're getting a lot of things. Let me end this poll quickly. Meanwhile, okay. We have someone on the group, on the live, Sarish, who was not a Toastmaster. So welcome. I'm not sure who's that. They've just voted that they're not a Toastmaster. Welcome to the meeting. You can learn some design tips, and if you are going to Toastmaster, definitely you can pick up the PR. Now, what next to add, Sarish here?
Okay, so whenever you are thinking of a design, like Divya said, think any item around that, right? So for example, here we have put an element, and Divya will be a better person to give a brief about the element and how she chose that to make sure that we put the right element in place for this particular design. We need a testimonial and a written testimonial. So how do you write? It's in a dialogue box, right? And that kind of a box which might appear as if somebody is typing something. And that was the thought in my mind when I was thinking about designing a poster like that. But the way you can just quickly tell people, how did you pick that element from Canva?
Yes, Divya, please tell me, guide me on how to pick that element and where to pick it from.
Okay, we navigate to the elements tab here.
Yes.
Just quickly search for a rectangle.
Awesome. I got a rectangle.
Add it, and then we kind of resize it according to our so like the action item or requirement is for a testimonial. What my idea went behind the design was to, like, when we're submitting a testimonial on the form, how is it going to look on the form there? So there's a question on top, and then we have the text box, and also the word limit is mentioned. So that's how this idea started all. So we have a rectangle box here. We pick another rectangle box and kind of reduce the transparency for it.
I added another rectangle box. Okay.
Yes.
I've added another box. Let me make this a white color just for a sec. Now what should I do?
Or maybe a small rectangle. It's more like a square right now. And let's give some gap for the text to be put on the top of it.
Okay, I've done that.
Yeah, so this It's more looking like a form page where we are going to enter.
Yes.
And then we add the text box for adding the question here.
Okay. I'll just press T. It's a shortcut, everyone. The moment you press T, the default text will come. Now, Manu, what are the text that we can use as per brand manual?
Montserrat and Source Sans Pro.
Yes. But officially, it is Gotham and Myriad Pro. But because they are paid fonts, the alternatives are Montserrat and Source Sans Pro. So I have added Montserrat, and you can search for Source Sans Pro. You'll get it. These are the two fonts. When you press Source, there is Source Serif Pro, there is Source Sans. They're very nearby. So please don't confuse Source Sans Pro. Okay?
Yes.
So now
Let's
I'm
type
using
it.
Montserrat.
Submit
So
your testimonial here.
Yes. What should I type here, Divya?
Submit your testimonial.
Submit your testimony. Sorry. Yep. Yep. I'm putting it into a corner. So it looks good.
Yes. Let's add the text over the red box so that it's like that's showing the differentiation over there.
Okay. I add it in the top, right?
Yes.
So because it's a red color, so which
Yeah,
font
let's
will
change
be?
the color to white here.
Okay. Done.
Here, this is the question part. And now we have to write, we are asking people to submit. So
Yes.
the text goes in here and we ask like, I am, and just like how we start off typing in any text box.
Yes. So I just duplicate the text. Let me change the color.
Yeah, let's have a cursor and write.
So what should I type? Okay. I am
Yes.
Deva ...
Yes, let's have a cursor also so
So
that
you
it's
add an
showing.
element, right? Cursor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the text, right? Okay.
Yeah.
This one. Like this.
I think that should work.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
This is like we're showing everyone that someone has entered 3 words and we are expecting more to be entered here. Like, yeah, being in Toastmasters, we tend to write a long text also. So we need to know, the audience must know what is the word limit also. So we also added there, like what is the word limit. So we had this word limit of 120 words. So as we all can see, we have already entered 3 words. So let's keep it 117 words left. Letting people know that, yeah, so they have the 120 word limit to enter here.
Right. So when you think about a concept or a design in your mind, make sure that you pay attention to details. Just like Divya said, that we've already entered 3. I am Yaskadeva, 3 words, right? So out of 200, 117 words left. That makes so much more sense when I look at the finer details of any poster. Yes, Divya, go on.
Yes. So here you see this is like the rough idea and mostly the main part of the design is done. And the next part is when you're designing a Toastmasters poster, what we prefer is to have a logo of a Toastmaster. Toastmasters International.
Yes. So let me go and add. You want this thing? Okay.
Yeah.
My logo.
Yeah, see, these are something very basic ones which we are supposed to go on all our posters, the logo and the district where we come from, just to know like the poster is coming and it's like an identity for the poster.
Also, if you are not a Toastmaster, for those who are design enthusiasts, and you want to support any marketing for any other brand. So every brand has its own hub, right? And its own manual where you are following a certain set of colors and the logo. Say MACD, red and yellow, and the MACD logo. with those fries, that's an M, 2 fries, right? So you need to be sure that you're putting that here. Talking about the hub, we also have the brand hub in Canva Pro. If you do not have access to Canva Pro, I request you to please reach out to your division directors or your division PR managers. They are 100% aware that they can extend Canva Pro access to clubs as well. So that's one point. As soon as you have Canva Pro, you will have everything ready-made in the brand hub. You don't need to think about the logo, where to get it from. You don't need to think about the colors, they'll be there. And the pictures to be used, the gradients to be used, everything. You just need to go ahead and select from the brand hub. That was just a page from this entire brand manual book. Now you can go ahead. Divya.
Yes. So that's why
Yeah.
because my brand have kit is already there. I need not every time upload or search from upload kit. It was easy for me to add. Yes. So let's. put
And the
up-
next
done.
important thing is the District 92, the identity for our poster. And
Alright.
also we had add in the social media handles
Mhm.
as a footer so that, like if anyone sees a poster, it shouldn't be like they just see the poster and forget about it. It's like they always follow us and get to know more about our Toastmasters or what is happening in here. So that's how we try to add in our footer with all the handles so that we keep connected.
Yeah.
And people get to know what's happening in and around them, because sometimes you never know the Toastmasters club is in your office or in your college or next to your house also. So this is how this is going to help us.
Absolutely. So in every, like Divya mentioned, you are not only creating a poster, you're also creating or inventing something new, which might hit someone who's not a member, who's not enrolled to Toastmasters. And they might want to follow, they might want to just have a look at their Facebook page or Instagram page. You also want to make sure that you're in the end driving few new members and attracting them towards your club. So for that, we at the District 92 PR team have fixed a header and a footer, right? So we make sure that this is, as soon as somebody looks at our poster, they know it's from District 92, because we have a seamless header and a footer, like you can see in this particular poster. It's not just a rectangle, right? It has a different shape. And also above, if you look at the things which we mentioned there, we have used the word mark here, which is, we haven't used the logo. Then the District 92 Karnataka, we've now moved on. This was a first poster, so we now moved on from writing District 92 Karnataka to District 92 Karnataka India. How do we write that with the magic of letter spacing? That also we will show you. Now, this is something which you need to make sure that your club or your area, it has a unique thing of its own, where you should be identified by those kind of posters, right? So create uniqueness in your designs. And if you scroll at our Instagram pages, all our program quality directors office, they have all maroon posters, and the club growth directors office, they have all blue posters. So that's how we want to strike a chord with the audience, right? Yeah, please go on. Yeah.
So what you saw here is a rough idea what we actually got in with the requirement. This needs lot of reiterations, how we make it look clean, presentable. We have so many other things, because if anyone sees this poster, what poster actually means is, like, when someone sees a poster, people should stop at it and look at it and what's there in that. That's the main point of creating a poster here.
Correct.
So that's how, where we add the questions. We need a link. So it's just not like we ask you to submit your testimonial, but where do you go in? Go ahead. So there we add the link. And after all that reiterations, little designing, alignment, you can see the final poster what was made.
Yes. So as you can see, I'm just adding a placeholder for a link. I can just put HTTPS or just put bit.ly/testimonial link, right? So this is just, I'm putting a placeholder here. Now, just Sarish mentioned, this is something that I discovered after a lot of usage about the word spacing, because many times I'm like, I want to keep the District 92 and Karnataka India in the same bandwidth. How do I do that? So let me just show you this magic. So the moment you press on any letters, you see in the top, the first thing is the alignment that you have next to the bulletin list. Beside that, there's something called spacing. Now, this is a magic which you can do a lot of things. Let me just bring these two things down so that I get some space to show. Yes. So now you click on this. The first is the letter spacing. When you reduce the letter spacing, the letters come together. When you increase them, the letters go far. We can come to an optimum distance to ensure that these two are together. Now, District 92 Karnataka are almost together. You can work it out. It looks good. And line spacing will come when there are multiple lines together.
Yes.
Right? So for example, I'm just taking an example here. I'm just duplicating this. Let's say you want to write, you have a small space where you have to write, let's say, submit your testimonial itself. Let me take that. We have this. Now you have to reduce it. You have this much space only. So now here, when I increase the line spacing, it will go further. When I reduce it, they'll come very nearby. So this will help you to fit your text in a space basis the surrounding environment. Right? So please explore. There are a lot of options for text. As you can see, these are the text colors, bold, italic, etc. And you can change them into uppercase, lowercase, and a lot of things. Explore. We'll come back to you more with more designs in the further sessions. Yes. So now after doing all these elements, so this is what Divya has come up with. Let us quickly go through each point here. Right, as Sarish mentioned in the top, this is the top footer and top header and the footer are unique to our designs, so that people identify, oh, this is from District 92. Same way, I have seen a lot of clubs have their unique design, and it is consistent over 6 months or 1 year. So that as soon as this is a poster, oh, this is this club. Oh, they have this new theme. We understand, right? So that's something. And one thing, as Divya was telling, what is the story that you want to tell? What is the item that you want to share? For this, it's about, we want to share something for you to submit. That's why we have created this particular thing. Now, let me show you some other design which we created, which is one of the hit across Toastmasters, fraternity across the world. That is our pro tip for you. If you have not seen it, please go to our Instagram and look at this. It's like a summary of our entire brand manual. Now, if you look at all these posters, there's one thing that is common. That is, we are sharing a tip. So that's why we have added the small logo, electric bulb. And we have people showing, pointing out to something. That means we want you to look at it. Where do you want to look at it? Right? So that is a consistent design that we have maintained across to ensure that. What are the next designs?
No, we have to still make the next design. These are just the basics.
Oh yeah. Complete. So this is what we have to do, right? Maintain the consistency in your posters. You will find visibility over. Okay. So I think we have done 30 minutes.
Also, one more thing about the tip, right? It is very close to my heart, the pro tip posters, because when we started this entire concept of having pro tips, we had the team in mind. We had two things very important. One, your team, and one, the second thing is obviously the brand manual. These two things. This does not mean that the pro tip is only limited to what is there in the brand manual. As we exhaust whatever we want to share from the manual, because there are limited items, we will go ahead and give you design tips, give you tips on how to win PR awards as well. So make sure that you have a theme which goes on, right? It should not end after 7 days. You should not think what next to do. You should have a bigger idea for creating these kind of themes. And as I said, the first thing, the people, you need to make sure if you're designing such things, not the same person should appear again and again. And you should, as you know, the team name is D92 Visage, which means face in French, right? So we want to make sure that our team also has faces throughout the year. So we want to focus on these people. So these two are the things which I had in my mind when we started this entire concept. Make sure that you are clear about your objective. What do you want from that entire campaign, I would say, right? So when you design such series, keep important objectives in your mind, which are not exhaustive, which are extensive. Okay, let's move on.
Yep. I think, what next, Sarish? What should we do? I think we have designed the poster. We have shown
Yeah.
the basics.
So,
think-
so what we can just share here is we need to make sure that we use the colors which the brand has prescribed. If you don't remember the hex code, it's okay. Like we said, Canva Pro Access, contact your division PR ambassadors. Everything is uploaded there. You don't need to remember the hex code. Okay, then now while we are done with all this, this is just a basic session. So let's switch to a question, the poll, Yaska, where we ask people about what kind of a poster they want us to design. Either it is it a meeting poster or is it a special meeting poster? So it can be an open house or a keynote speaker coming in. Okay, while Yaska is doing that, maybe we can hear from Manu or Deepak. What are your thoughts while you start designing any poster? What's in your mind?
Why we are making the poster? What is the purpose that it needs to serve? Is it an agenda poster? Is it a birthday poster? Is it a request for testimonials? Or is it just for promoting an event that will be coming up? So the main thing that I look for in the poster is what is the message that it conveys to the audience when they first look at it. So depending on that, we can go on designing and emphasizing on the important parts of the poster.
Deepak, do you want to add or you just froze?
Well, I look forward towards the prompts. Like, for example, if it's a birthday poster, what can be prompts or elements that are related to a poster that leads me to a nearby design through which I can become more creative and give a creative design out of it. So that's how I begin my poster journey, from looking for the prompts that are related to the poster that has to be built upon.
Sure. Also be very attentive while we see anything. While you are doing PR, you just don't need to create posters. Think around yourself. I clicked a screenshot. How does a screenshot look? Maybe I can design a poster which looks like a screenshot. We have designed posters similar to that. When we just touch a post on Instagram, how does the entire screen, our phones look like? We've designed a poster like that. So just keep your eyes open and find things which can convey creative ideas to you for making your posters unique and different. So yeah, I think by that, the poll would be ready, Aska. Let's
It's already done. It's already live. 6 votes are already come in. We have a higher percentage of special meeting poster.
Okay, so let's start with the special meeting poster. Let's get started. Maybe Yaska, you can share a Canva Pro, and Man, you can share the link with us on Zoom so that we can also pitch in and start designing something.
Yep, I have shared the link already. It's there in the chat. Shared by Divya. I just put the same link.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just putting in the chat.
Okay, so let's get started. So when we design a special meeting poster, what does that actually mean? That we want, what is the special meeting about? Maybe say it's the 100th meeting of a club, right? Or an open house. So what would you want the audience to know? That it is a celebration. Now,
So let's pick this 100th meeting, Sarish. I think that's a good design. Many clubs are.
let's pick a 100th meeting poster. Also keep in mind, gold is not an allowed color. So whenever you're picking any element from Canva, which is a photo, which is not an element whose color can be changed, do not pick that up, because a golden trophy or a golden 100 written, 50 written is not brand compliant, right? We don't want to be strict, but we just want to stay as close to the brand manual as possible. So let's get started. Yaska, if I want to, let's ask the audience in the chat. Okay, so which color would you want us to keep as a base color? Maybe something difficult, right? You might give us gray. So we are fine with that. Let's get started and see what people say. If you're not sleeping, just type in the chat, what do you want us to keep as the base color?
Yes. As you do that, now let me just show something else to you, what other things Canva offers, right? Just let's not mess this page. So one thing is I generally do is pick elements, pick the templates, right? So there are a lot of designs that are like, for example, I did one thing for let's say Durga Puja, some poster we have to make. There are a lot of templates which we can pick and color it out to the brand guidelines, right, Sarish? We can do that, right? Change the colors, change things to get to the brand manual style.
Yeah.
Right.
So when you go ahead and search for any template, for example, we prepared a YouTube live template, right? So you can just type YouTube live. And there will be so many options for you to go ahead and just convert them into 100% brand compliant.
Okay, I like this one. I like this, right?
Yeah. And then, maybe we can pick one live webinar one is a clean design. So maybe we can pick that, right? And now we see this particular poster while I think, okay, people want us to pick either white or gray.
I think we picked the right one. We have white or gray in the background.
Okay. Also, Deepak, in the chat, you've written happy yellow. It can never be a base color. We committed that mistake, but after that, we don't want to do it again. It is, as Yaska highlighted, it's an accent color, which can be only used to highlight. It can be as minimal as possible. It cannot be a base color. Okay, let's go ahead. We have gray and white mix, which is a gradient behind, right? I hope you are happy with the choice. Okay. Okay, so this is another interesting feature, guys. We have a photo and then we go ahead and add this transparent sheet. How do we do that? It adds a very, very creative, and I think we should cover this in our next session, Yaska, because it is a little complicated for everyone to understand. Correct. Yeah. So, but just to give you a heads up, you place a photo. Now, Toastmaster, you ask us to make sure that we use the pictures which they have given. So we can replace the photo in the background, Yaska, with the photo which Toastmaster prescribes. Maybe we pick a photo.
I have some posters. Let me pick that. So basically the poster should convey what Toastmasters is giving us, right? Toastmaster conveys, the speaking, all this kind of things. So it should convey that particular message. So let me see.
Maybe you can just go to the brand hub and pick a photo which Toastmaster has given. I mean, the image gallery, Toastmaster's image gallery. That would be easier. No, it's there in the brand hub. Just go to the brand hub in Canva.
But then this doesn't have, I don't have that later.
Okay. Yeah. So if you do not have Canva Pro, then this is another method, right? You can go to Toastmasters.org or brand manual, and you can just go ahead and click on the link which Toastmasters.org gives you. It takes you to a plethora of images, which are there, which you can utilize. Yeah.
Yeah. So images and photography, they should reflect the Toastmasters environment where people look engaged, empowered, supported. That's what we have to do. So this is the photo shelter we have. Let me go there.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. I think what we can do, Yaska, is just click a screenshot of the image which was there in the photo shelter, or any image for that matter of fact. I think any image from your manual from your posters would do. Yeah, any image from the manual, just click a screenshot and put it there. Not a single image. Okay, not a single image, because there is a concept that we are trying to make one person the highlight, or let's leave it white, Yaska, if we are
Yeah,
not.
let's leave it like, yeah.
Okay, so let's leave it white. Now we are focusing on one person who's going to be a keynote for the open house, right? We cannot put another image which draws our attention towards something else apart from the speaker, right? Because you're preparing this poster for the speaker. So that's why we've not chosen that particular picture. If you want to enhance this background, you feel that white is just too dull, then maybe you can just go ahead, Yaska, and go to elements and choose a background from there. Maybe say gray gradient or anything of that sort.
I have a gradient. Let me add the gradient part. So I have pre-designed the gradients and kept already. So I'm just adding that. We'll come back to how to do that later.
Yeah. So you can just use the TI approved gradient, which gives a great feature, an uplift to your poster. You can see the difference from white to fair gray and cool gray mixture. It has become such a wonderful background, right? And yes, now we have Yaska's picture here. The practice which we have been following this year is we remove the background of the image,
And
because the
go to edit.
focus. Yeah.
Yeah, just go to edit photo, click on the background remover. Look at, yes, go ahead, sorry. I just want to.
Also, if you do not have Canva Pro and you can't use this feature, there is a remove.bg app. Okay, you can just go ahead, type in Google remove background, and you will have to upload the picture. Your background will be removed. It looks so clean. I would say it looks cleaner than with the background, right? Okay, so this is how we've done. We've kept the photo. We've kept, now let's move on. And
Yeah,
in the
Sarish,
slide,
let's bring Manu and Deepak. Let them.
Yeah.
Manu, Deepak, let's tell me what all things I have to change here to ensure that it's brand compliant.
I think I have to change the colors of the boxes that we're using there to make it brand
Yes.
compliant.
So this is the red color. So what is the nearest color, Manu, here?
I have one solution, easier solution to this.
Yes.
Click on the brand there, that on the left side toolbar,
Okay.
and click on the colors once.
Okay. Here?
Yes, click on that.
Wow.
You can click again. You can click
wow.
again. And so this way, it is a repetitive process where you can keep changing colors, and your entire poster becomes aligned with the brand manual if you're using Canva Pro.
Wow, that's
Good.
amazing. Even
That's
we
amazing.
did not know this. Yeah, that's
Thanks,
amazing.
Manu.
Thank you.
Yes. Then what else? So sorry. My bad. Rookie mistake. Yes.
Okay. Deepak, what would
Deepak?
you like to add, Deepak?
The first thing I would work is with the text font, because before that I can't think of anything new right now. Let's change the font to Montserrat maybe.
That's what being too much engrossed in the brand manual does to you. You really cannot stay with those fonts.
Yeah,
Okay.
even at my work, I'm like, no, this font is not right. Then I realized I need to use a different font. Okay, let's make it Montserrat.
Bold.
This also, let's give it Montserrat. Looks good. This one, I think I'll go to Source Sans Pro.
Yeah.
Make a difference. Adjust the text box a bit. Align it back. Now, if I want to put the same thing, you can actually go here and click on this copy style. It becomes very easy for us to copy the style. And
Yeah,
then just-
it's similar to format painter in your Excel, right?
Yes. So here, instead of this, let me put as toastmasters.org.
Toastmasters. Toastmasters.
.org.
Have the webmaster in the call. You cannot say that.
That's what I'm putting.
Okay, so now after changing the fonts, what do you think we should add? Because this poster, obviously, if you send me, I would not say it's an amazing one. So what do you think we can add here to add that oomph factor?
Well, it's a live webinar, so we can have some elements which says it's going live, kind.
Right. So we need to add some elements which reflect the essence of live webinar, right? So maybe once Yaska is done with the formatting, we can go ahead and yeah, the live streaming is there, but I still don't find it very attractive. The first thing I see in this poster when I look at it is Yaska.
Yeah, definitely I'm charming here. We can start with that.
So we also need to make sure that we have something. Where is the live webinar? I mean, which
Yeah,
platform?
we need the link.
So let's put a Zoom element here. Right.
And we can put Facebook, YouTube, all those little elements there. I have already consulted this with the International Toastmasters branding group. We can put those green YouTube red symbol there because
Yes.
they are copyrights, and obviously
We can't change it.
we don't want to play with their branding, right? So let's use that.
I'll put live on Zoom, right?
Yes.
People know that it is there.
Yeah. And then I don't like the circle at the corner because it doesn't convey anything.
Yes.
Design element, so we can remove that. And it's still not something which is very, very different from a regular poster we create, right? So how,
Yes.
I think Divya or Deepak, you guys, what would you want to add on this poster?
Hexagon shapes, what do we have? We can make it 3D by giving it a black outline or grayish outline at the back.
How do I do that?
So you just copy paste the same design, same shape.
Okay. Make it black color.
Yes, and then send it to back.
Yes.
Now tell me
With
the
a little
shortcut. Anyone know
abstract
the shortcut
space.
to do that?
Deepak is saying.
Just right click and send to all back.
Okay. Shortcut. Yeah.
Align to yes.
So just so that you know, when you are, if you are going to use it a lot, there are shortcuts. As soon as you do for the computer, it comes. You can use them. It's faster.
And it's very creative, right? Send to back, send to front. You can play with so many layers. In the upcoming sessions for Canva, we will explain on how we've created different posters where we've dealt with almost 11 to 12 layers on one poster. And we've made sure that every layer stands out and it has an importance. So this feature is very exciting. Please go ahead and use that. Also, when we are adding the 3D element, Yaska, maybe we can add a shadow effect to that element to give it a 3D vibe.
Please tell me how do I do that?
We can go to effects.
This is which element you are telling?
The hexagon.
Hexagon doesn't have effects. It's this thing, no?
Okay.
We
can add a shadow. Sorry, we can add a shadow then. You can go to elements and you can go to shadow. Okay. And then you can select something which is like a straight shadow. Yeah, you can tilt it with an angle. Just tilt it in an angle.
Okay.
Yep. And place it below the where you don't have the black. Exactly. Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah. So this gives us an uplifted feel, though it's a very minute thing, but I've learned this from Deepak and Divya. They do this shadow element every time, and it just...
I'm not liking the black shade. I'm changing it to blue.
Okay. You can change it to yellow because yellow is an accent color. We want to highlight that.
Blue is not fitting on the gray. That's why.
Blue is also not looking that great.
But still better than the black.
Okay, so what else would you like to add? Anyone in the chat? What else would you like to add? We just have 13 people in the live chat, but that's completely fine. All those 13, 14 people now. If you all want to go ahead and add something to the poster, please drop in a comment. Okay, nobody wants to add anything. So this is something which we can do, and then you can just add the TI logo and shift the live webinar a little down, add the word mark of TI and District 92 Karnataka, India, and I think we're good with a brand compliant poster.
And logo.
White one or black one? Black one.
Colorful one.
Colorful one, okay.
In this part. Yes.
And yes, you can also adhere to the branding guidelines in terms of the size of the logo and the space around the logo, right? For more details. Okay, if live word, wow, Aruna Kumari just said that if the live word is blinking, it will add more value to this particular live webinar. So maybe in the live word, we can add an animation of blink.
If it is ZIF, definitely, yeah. But if a poster,
Yeah.
that doesn't-
So then there are two different things. Like we've made, yeah, only the live word would blink would make more sense. Yeah, only you can write live separately, webinar separately. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that seems to be a great poster according to me to start with, which is a very, very basic poster. And I think we are like right on time at 9:57. We just have 3 minutes to wrap up. If you have any question, you can just play this and show how the live is looking right now, Yaska. And I think we're good.
Yep. Just let me do a small thing. So if I go and do this, yeah, past 5 seconds to that page. Yep, it will keep blinking. It blinked in the start.
I think it has to be a continuous blink, but that is something which we can go ahead and put later. Okay, so I think thanks Aruna for your comment about what we can do extra, and thank you everyone for being here with us. I think we are good. Anybody would like to share their experiences or through a chat? How was it? What can we do better for the next session? And anyone from our team, Manu, Divya, Deepak, Yaska, you would like to share maybe a tip from your end? Let's quickly go around the table. We just have last 2 minutes left. So just a tip from your end while designing a poster. Let's start with Manu.
The biggest tip I use, I go for ready-made templates and try to adjust them to posters. So if you ever, the easiest way to make the poster and the fastest method is to get a ready template and try to edit that to your needs. And that is the way that I preferred use. And is the most fastest and effective method that I have come across.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Manu. Let's move on to Yaska.
So for me, it's always about keeping it simple. Don't add too much text, because if you want to write a text, please send WhatsApp message, not a poster. Keep it simple, to the point, and use elements to voice your message. That's my way of designing.
Okay, 1 minute left. Quickly, Deepak.
From my side, the tip would be just knowing what actually you want to convey from the poster. So if it's basically more about PR, then make sure that whoever you're doing PR for is actually highlighted. If it's about a speaker, then the speaker is highlighted. The highlight is the main part which you have to focus on any poster.
Yeah. Thank you. Divya?
Yes. My tip is just don't think too much at the starting when you're working on a poster. Just pick one word, what you get it, and try building around it. Poster need not be something very fancy or something. It just have to convey the message to people, and they get the right message to from the poster. That's what I have, and I follow that while making a poster.
Okay, thank you so much, each one of you. We are right on time. Let's close the screen sharing. We today learned so many things. We learned about colors, the branding points, the fonts. We designed 2 posters, one from scratch and one from a template. So many things going on this long weekend. So we give you 2 days, 3 days, in fact, to go ahead, practice your Canva skills. If you have any other new app which you want us to experiment in this YouTube live session, we are always open for any feedback if you would like to share with us in this particular forum or via WhatsApp or on Instagram, everywhere. Please do not forget to share your feedback, or also follow us on Instagram at the rate D92TM, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, Toastmasters District 92. We also have a beautiful link tree for all of you. So please make sure that you utilize the link tree with all the ready-made Canva templates we've made, so that you don't have to make the basic posters just like everyone else is making in this world, right? Because ultimately, we are here for you, and we are the District 92 PR team. You will always hear that PR is PR, and that's why we all are here. Thank you so much for attending this session over a long weekend. We will get back to you with our session 2, maybe next month or as per your demand. Thank you so much, everyone. And thanks, team, for always being there for all of us and always rocking. Thank you, everyone.
Also, Sarish, before we close it, there's a link being posted for following us on Instagram, follow our link tree. And also, if you are new to Toastmasters, please do follow us, follow the link in, and maybe you can get through, know about the more clubs near you.
Absolutely. And if you are a Toastmaster, don't forget to submit your testimonial, because that is something which is our personal initiative. Let's go ahead and close this session. Have a wonderful long weekend. Wishing you happy Gandhi Jayanti in advance, and obviously a great partying and happy, peaceful Saturday and Sunday. See you all. Thank
Long
you.
weekend, Sarish. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you all.
Okay.